Lesson 4, Basic Food Safety, a gate hospitality course. In this lesson, we will discuss in-depth cleaning and disinfection of facilities and the important role it plays in food safety. Why do we clean? Dirty premises attract pests and cause loss of customers as well. Cleaning removes matter on which bacteria could grow. To properly disinfect an area, it first must be cleaned well to reduce the risk of contamination of foreign matter. We clean to provide a pleasant and safe working area for you and to comply with the law. Our goal is to leave a work surface in sanitary condition so that bacteria is reduced to a safe level. To do so, follow the simple steps as shown in this video. Refuse bins and receptacles are a favorite breeding place for flies and other pests. Bins and receptacles should have a tight-fitting lid and be periodically cleaned. After handling refuse or food waste, be sure to wash your hands. Poor cleaning results in contaminated food. Follow these simple rules for cleaning. Before cleaning, remove or cover all food. Start at the top and work down. Use the correct chemicals and equipment. Pay particular attention to hand contact surfaces, such as refrigerator handles. Change water if it becomes dirty or cools, and report any defective or damaged equipment, shortage of chemicals, or absence of protective clothing to your supervisor. Do not do these things. Do not mix chemicals. Do not use wash basins for cleaning equipment. Do not play about with chemicals or cleaning equipment. Do not transfer chemicals to unmarked containers or food containers. And do not use the same equipment for cleaning water closets and food rooms. These simple rules for after cleaning will keep you safe, keep your cleaning equipment working well, and reduce risk of contamination of food. To further reduce risk of contamination, keep work areas clean and tidy. Don't let waste food and dirty equipment build up. Remove spillage and waste packaging immediately. Clean and clear as you go. And always, always wash your hands. These are the 5 steps for safe handling and food storage. First, obtain your food from a reputable supplier. Next, check the date codes as you receive the food. Next, look for damage to the packaging and any sign of pest, an unpleasant smell, or signs that the package might have been thawed and refrozen. Report any suspicious food delivery to your supervisor. Move food to storage within 15 minutes of delivery. When receiving food from a supplier, remember that different foods require different levels of temperature. Learn the proper temperatures for the foods that you use.
Hey, Jose, thank you so much for coming in today.
Of course.
So I just wanted to spend some time talking about the different temperatures that you should be watching out for when you're receiving a food delivery. All right, so let's just start with hot and cold TCS foods. Do you know what temperature those should be received at?
This one I definitely know. For cold TCS foods, like this cottage cheese, they should be received at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degrees Celsius or lower. And for hot TCS foods, they should be received at 135 degrees Fahrenheit, 57 degrees Celsius or higher.
Yes, that was perfect. Awesome job. So let's just move on now to foods that need to be received at very specific temperatures. Let's just start with this milk here. So what temperature should milk be received at?
41 degrees Fahrenheit?
That is definitely a safe temperature, but milk can actually be received at 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees Celsius or lower, as long as you're cooling it to 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degrees Celsius or lower within 4 hours of receiving it. Here we have both live and shucked shellfish, so that's just shellfish that's been removed from its shell. What temperature should we be receiving these at?
Let me see. Shucked shellfish should be received at 41 degrees Fahrenheit, and for live shellfish, they should be received at 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
That was really close. So let's just go through it. So with our shucked shellfish, we can receive this at 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees Celsius or lower. With the live shellfish, we can receive these at an air temperature of 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees Celsius, and an internal temperature no greater than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. Now with both of these, we need to cool them to 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 degrees Celsius within 4 hours of receiving them. And that's gonna go for oysters, mussels, clams, scallops, or anything like that. Whew, that was a lot of information. You are doing such an awesome job. Now we are just moving on to the final item on our list, okay? So let's just come down here. So here we have frozen food. What about frozen food?
Frozen food should be, well, frozen.
Exactly, yes. It should be frozen solid, okay? So I want you to reject any frozen food if you see fluids or water stains on the case bottom or the packaging anywhere. And I also want you to look for signs of thawing and refreezing. So that would include any ice crystals or any frozen liquids that might be on the food or the package. All right, that was a lot of information. You did such a great job today. Thank you for coming in. And just know that you can always ask me questions about any of this if you need help in the future. If you wouldn't mind helping me put all this in the cooler now that it's out.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Use the first in and first out rule for stock. The oldest stock should be used first. High-risk foods and perishable foods have a short shelf life and are usually stored in a refrigerator. They will also have a use-by date. It's unsafe and illegal to alter this date or to sell food after this date. Low-risk foods may have a best-by date rather than a used-by date. The food is at its best quality before the best-by date, but it is not illegal to sell it after the best-by date. Check the stock weekly for use-by dates. Out of stock should be disposed of. Food poisoning bacteria will not multiply in the cold, but may survive cold temperatures. For that reason, it's important to keep raw food and high-risk food separate, even in refrigeration. If there's only one refrigerator, store the high-risk food on the shelf that's above the raw food. Monitor the temperatures of refrigeration and report temperatures above 5 degrees Celsius to your supervisor. Be sure to check the refrigerator door seals frequently to be sure temperature can be maintained. Rotate the stock so the older stock is used first. Never place hot food in a refrigerator and keep all food covered. To prepare refrigerated food, first minimize the handling of it. Observe good hygiene practices. Separate raw and ready-to-eat food. Minimize times in the danger zone. Remember, refrigeration may slow the growth of harmful bacteria, but as soon as the food begins to warm toward room temperatures, the bacteria will begin to multiply. Always ensure thorough cleaning and use disposable cloths. Four simple words: clean, separate, cook, and chill can serve as reminders to always handle food and cook food safely to reduce illness. Chicken should be kept cold at 4 degrees Celsius or below, and to an internal temperature of 74 degrees Celsius. Use standard color cutting boards to reduce cross-contamination of foods. Red is for raw meat, blue for raw fish, yellow is for cooked meat, green for salad and fruits, brown for vegetables, and white for dairy products or baked goods. This is the end of Lesson 4. Congratulations on completion of basic food safety. Review these lessons as often as needed to be sure you're practicing food safety properly and enjoy the many benefits of eating food that is safe.